good evening and thank you for tuning in to Canal Algérie's nightly news. On to the headlines. The World Bank highlights the dynamic nature of Algeria's economy, marked with a considerable drop in inflation rate. The creation of a public group in charge of railway among the main points crowned in the meeting held by the State Participation Council pursuant to the guidelines of the President of the Republic. Army General Said Chimbrihad, PNA Chief of Staff, supervises a tactical drill with live ammunition as part of his visit to the 2nd Military Region. Barbarity combined with deplorable humanitarian conditions shape the daily life of Palestinians fiercely holding on to their territories and legitimate rights. Welcome back. We begin with tonight's main story as economic indicators seem to be all green for the Algerian economy, hailed by the World Bank, which highlighted its dynamic nature, marked by a considerable decrease of the inflation rate. More explanations in this updated report by Ines Killo.
Algeria maintained its dynamic economic growth during the year 2023 as the gross domestic product (GDP) recorded an increase of 4.1% thanks to the strong performance in the hydrocarbon and non-hydrocarbon sectors. The indicators are also green thanks to the considerable increase in investment, with a drop in the inflation rate by 5% in 2024 compared to 9.3% in 2023, thanks to the good performance of the national currency and the decline in the prices of fresh agricultural products and imports. The report emphasized the strategic importance of data in shaping the public policies and the use of alternative data that allow providing a timely opinion on economic developments in Algeria. The World Bank report indicated that the growth rate will remain high during the year 2024. An international report also highlighted the importance of recent reforms and the need to support economic diversification by boosting public and private sector investments and investing in sectors outside the hydrocarbon sectors. The investment laws for the year 2022, banking and monetary laws for the year 2023, the official adhesion to the Free Trade Agreement on the African continent, the economic land law for the year 2023, and the relaunch of public banking sector reforms aiming to stimulate private investment and enhance economic diversification. The World Bank's expectations confirm that Algeria is heading for a better economic performance and a more sustainable and diversified economy, thus a global development.
Within the framework of the strategic economic vision of the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, the implementation of his directives, the State Participation Council held its 184th session, chaired by the Prime Minister Nadir Al-Arbawi, to establish a large public group dedicated to engineering and the completion of railway projects through the reconstruction of the public sector of the basic structures of the railways. The approach aimed at benefiting from the great program of railways through the synergy of engineering and construction capabilities of public companies specialized in the field of railways within the framework of a coherent synthesis of their capacities and expertise. Thus, Algeria will be able to have a major engineering and achievement institution in the field of railways, along with the sponsorship of the major structured project approved by the President of the Republic within the framework of the railway network across the national territory. The Garaj Bila Tindouf Bishar mining railway is progressing steadily since laying the foundation stone of the project, eagerly awaited by the local inhabitants of both provinces, since it will impact positively their daily life. Ines Killo reports.
The mining railway Bishar Tindouf Garaj Bilat, a project eagerly awaited by the inhabitants of the southwest region of the country in general and by the residents of Tindouf in particular.
The railway line is taking shape in Tindouf. We are not only pleasant by the workspace, but also by the quality of the machinery and the companies mobilized to carry out this project. We are witnessing progress on this project. Several phases have been completed.
The works are being carried out at full speed by highly qualified companies to complete the various sites throughout the province.
The
mining railway line Bashar-Tindouf-Kharaj-Bilat is being built by Algerian companies in partnership with a Chinese company. The first 200 kilometers are being made by Consider TP. The second section starts at 640 kilometers from Asel to Tindouf and is led by SNTP, which is the leading company in charge of this project. The consortium of CRCC and Consider TP companies are in charge of the line between Hamagir and Asel and from Tindouf to Kharaj Bilat.
اللي شيف دو فيل تاعها هو CRCC مكلفين باشغال اللي رايحه من حماقير لأم العسل ومن تندوف لغارج بيلات.
A structuring project capable of boosting the local and national economy.
As part of his visit to the second military region, Army General Said Chingrihad, the PNA Chief of Staff, supervised a night tactical exercise with live ammunition carried out by different detachments of the People's National Army. Minisa Gabash gives us a comprehensive idea about these maneuvers.
The Army General followed a presentation made by the commander of the 2nd Military Region and the commander of the 38th Mechanized Infantry Brigade, which included the general ideas of the exercise and its execution phases. At the second firing and maneuvering polygon, the Army General closely followed the progress of the drill carried out at night in conditions similar to reality in accordance with the established plan. The objectives of the exercise were to improve the skills of the commanders and staff in the preparation and organization of night combat actions and coordination between the different forces, acquire the necessary experience in terms of leading the units through the coordination and collaboration between units and elementary units, and for crews to have a greater mastery of weapon systems, assess the operational availability and the ability to execute in all circumstances night combat missions.
حاسمة وسيطرة مطلقة. وبالتقدم الطويل. السنة خلال سنة كاملة. من العربات القتالية.
The execution of this exercise displayed the capacity of the units who accomplished with success the assigned tasks, as well as the crew's mastery of high-tech weapons and equipment put at their disposal. It also demonstrated the development and operational availability achieved by our armed forces in recent years. During the debriefing held at the end of the exercise, the Army General congratulated the personnel of the units for the immense efforts they've made throughout the year of combat preparation and the execution of this exercise. To this effect, he hailed the recorded results reaching the set objectives and the nature of the main assigned missions in the territory of competence. Subsequently, the Army General reviewed units and formations who took part in this exercise. The Army General then inaugurated the Central Fuel Depot in Misbah after the welcoming ceremony, accompanied by the commander of the 2nd Military Region, the Central Directors of the National Defense Ministry, and the General Staff of the People's National Army. The Army General followed a presentation regarding the important units, including the missions assigned to them in fuel supply chain for the benefit of the various units and formations of the People's National Army deployed in the 2nd Military Region. After the inauguration of this unit, the Army General inspected the different services, infrastructure and workshops before receiving explanations regarding their missions. On this occasion, Army General underlined the importance granted by the High Command of the People's National Army to the fuel support units, which deemed as the bedrock for supplying the battle body with energy, urging managers and staff on the necessity to ensure the rational management and maintenance to fully accomplish the missions they are entrusted with.
Tasked by the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, the Speaker of the Council of the Nation, Saleh Goujil, and on behalf of the President of the Republic, signed this afternoon the condolences book at the headquarters of the Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Iran, following the death of the Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi and the Foreign Affairs Minister in a helicopter crash. For his part, and tasked by the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, the Minister of Justice, Keeper of the Seals, Abd Rashid Tabi, is taking part in the swearing-in ceremony of the Chadian President, Idriss Déby Itno, who today solemnly took the oath, according to the country's constitution, for a 5-year term. In energy cooperation, Sonatrach Group signed 2 agreements with the American business consortium Becker Hughes Novoponian International and the Italian company Tecnimot. The 2 contracts were concluded according to the engineering, supply and construction formula for the construction of the gas reservoir in Hasir Mill, with the aim of maintaining the level of natural gas production. The signing ceremony was attended by the Minister of Energy and Mines, the CEO of Sonatrach, the Italian ambassador to Algeria, and heads of the American and Italian companies. To another vital sector, that is housing. In his latest statements, the minister in charge of the sector, Mohamed Tariq Belaribi, noted that around 1.5 million housing units of different formulas were distributed since 2020. Additionally, Belaribi announced the promulgation of the new seismic construction regulations. This was on the occasion of the opening of the proceedings of an information day on the reduction of seismic risks. The housing minister added that he would ensure the completion of Mouloudia Serim of Douira before the upcoming June, along with other infrastructure, fulfilling the commitments of the President of the Republic. In the daily window on the situation in Palestine, Gaza Strip was a target of many Zionist strikes, which claimed many lives, including those of 15 children, while 16 others were killed by an attack on their house and 6 others in a mosque and a school bombed by the occupying army. 91 additional people were killed in Gaza over the past 24 hours. The end of tonight's bulletin. Thank you so much to our technicians and journalists, and thank you for watching. Take care.